Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jerry O'Brien here from $100 million Mastery and $100 million Builders Club. Um, I think I'm going a little bit crazy, to be honest. I am doing a live whereby we are going to do the rule of 100, and I'm going to do it live. And yeah, so come join. Be great if you'd get engaged and do the rule of 100 with me. Hey Hamid, welcome to the live. As I mentioned, if you want, let's do the rule of 100 and start reaching out to people and developing some leads. So with that in mind, I have invited a few people to join us on Google Meets. So I am going to see if I'm going to reach out to them and tell them that I'm live on Facebook actually. So if you have any questions, Hamid, let me know. Anything about $100 million offers, leads, rule of 100, any of the AI stuff that I'm working on, I'm happy to answer. So, but as I'm doing that, we kicked this off yesterday. Hopefully we'll be doing it a little bit more, and particularly if you give us some positive feedback, positive engagement. Tell me how we helped you. So I've been putting out a lot of posts recently, really building up the engagement in the group, and that's fantastic. It's interesting how some of the posts are going viral. It's lovely to see, and it gives me inspiration to offer out some more content and divvy up what Alex is doing, understand what he's doing, and give it back to you. Give you a little bit of background. I set up this group actually I thought it was longer, but it was 2 years ago. I came across Alex, like most of you, probably on YouTube. I was looking at him for a long time before I actually clicked on his stuff. And to be honest, when I did click on his stuff, he blew me away. I've been in business for a long time, 30 odd years, and you know, I've done a lot of courses. I worked in IBM. I worked obviously in a lot of businesses over the years, and I got more value from a couple of hours of Alex's content than I did from a lot of the trainings that I've done in the past. The one thing that I did take from IBM, I'll be honest with you, is the BANT. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's budget, authority, need, and time. So when you're qualifying leads, you know, sometimes you could be chasing ghosts. So when you get people on calls, to ask them, you know, what is their budget, what's their timing, identify their need, and what was the other one? Authority. Do they have the authority to make the decision? The other thing that's really important, particularly B2B, because that's a lot of my background, is to put something in the diary for the future. When I was in IBM, there were sticklers for that. If you didn't have something in the diary, then it wasn't valid. It wasn't considered a valid opportunity. At the time, I was pulling my hair out, but since then I realized it's so true. You know, get something in the diary. If the person won't commit to something in the diary, then to be honest, you probably don't have an opportunity. The very least, you know, you can have is someone saying, you know, give me a call back on Friday or Saturday or whatever, and then you just put it into your diary to do that action at that time. But if they're very loose on it, they're really just trying to get rid of you. And at least you know, because to be honest, guys, you could be following up on leads and they're not going to go anywhere. But anyway, let me let me log in here just to make sure there's nobody trying to join us. Okay. So actually, there was no link in it. So let me find the link to this live on my computer, and then I can send it to people. here we go. I see myself. I see myself looking at myself. Let me see if I can copy that link and push it out. So I'm sending this email to the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Here we go. Yeah, so that's the first 8 of the 100. So bang. So let's continue. When I'm doing the rule of 100, what I love about the rule of 100, actually, guys, before I go any further, is it's something you can control. Okay, as I was saying yesterday on the launch, that you can, okay. So something I learned from my years of experience. If you need one opportunity to close for your business to run correctly, you don't have enough opportunities. Okay, if you're waiting for a call back from a client and it's really important that you get it, you don't have enough opportunities. Okay, and the thing is not to call them. Well, call them if you have to. No, call them if you've agreed it, but don't call them and don't annoy them if you haven't. Okay, and if you feel that you need to call someone, the best thing to actually do is go get more opportunities, okay? And the best way to do that is with the rule of 100. So, and what I was saying yesterday on the call as well, which is really important with this, is that what I love about the rule of 100 is that it keeps your pipeline growing, okay? Like as you go day by day, you're managing the leads that you have front of house, and you're working them as you are front of house. And that's great, but if you're not bringing in new leads, then the whole thing's a waste of time. Okay, so the rule of 100 is great to kind of keep new leads coming in as you're closing out on old leads. So let me see. So as some of you know, my partner Wayne Sheriffs, in the Builders Club, with that we are committing to doing the rule of 100 every day. So with that in mind, I am here live to you with the rule of 100 and acting on it, because I was going to be doing it anyway. So I said, why not? Why the hell don't I just go live and share some of the things I'm doing? So as I say, we have 8 so far. Let me actually make a list. So my commitment to the rule of 100 is that I send an email out to my list every day. And the system that I'm using to send emails at the moment is actually Bravo. I didn't like it before, but to be honest, these days, I do like it. And to be honest, because we set up the Builders Club, and we don't want to make a huge investment in it until it's making substantial amount of money. And there's a free plan with Bravo that you can send 300 emails a day, and there's no, until you need to send more than 300 emails a day, which is amazing. It's a really good plan. So far that has cost us actually nothing. The list has cost us nothing, because I have, 160 people on the list. So because it's a new list, we only started it last month. So anyway, so we have 8 contacted so far. So what else? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to send an email out to the 140 or so people on the list. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them the viral social media post from last night. Uh, the one thing that's really important, particularly with email, and it's probably across the board. I'm not a big, it's ironic, I'm live on Facebook, but I actually not a, well, I haven't in the past been a big Facebook person. I got banned from Facebook about 10, 12 years ago from advertising. And I contacted them and asked them for the reason. And they said, we don't know what you did, but you must have done something. So you're banned for life and never contact us again. So after that, I got seriously pissed off at Facebook. And, you know, Mark Zuckerberg really cares that Jerry O'Brien doesn't use his platform anymore. But anyway, so what was I saying? So anyway, so I'm going to send out a message, and actually the point I was trying to make was, you know, when you're sending emails, it's important that the content that you send there's three stakeholders. You have the sender, the receiver, and the platform that's delivering it. Okay, and all three need to be happy for it to work. Okay, so you need to send relevant content that not just your potential clients want to open, but others as well. Because if you're only trying to sell in your email or your posts, then no one is going to open it. Hey Alex, welcome to the call. So anyway, so I am going to, so just for Alex, I'm live here doing the rule of 100. If you don't know what the rule of 100 is, it's 100 actions every day to out to your contacts, okay, out to your prospects. And so far we've done 8 because I've been talking too much. And but anyway, we'll get going. So I'm going to organize and send an email. So as I was just saying, the 3 stakeholders that you need to keep happy are the reader, the sender, and the platform that's providing the service. So with Google, with email, you need to make sure that people are opening your content, not just the people that are ready to buy are opening your content. And that's what I've learned with Facebook now too. Well, how to do it with Facebook is in these posts. If you notice, I will have a heading, and then I will have 4 or 5 comments, and the 5th comment or the 6th comment will be the call to action. That then allows for people to read them, and those that get to that call to action can engage with the call to action. But you're not annoying the people that are just there for the content excuse me, with the call to action. So anyway, let's get to this. So I am in Bravo here. Let me see if I can show you. I'm in Bravo. Going to the list. 143 people yesterday. 40 people opened, and I'm going to duplicate that. Sender the same. Receivers, I'm going to take that off for the moment. Subject line no, and duplicate. Now, so we're going to open this up. Alex, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll get to it, okay? So Jerry, recipients, add to the list, $100 million waiting list, and emailed. So let's see, the subject line. So these days, like let me see if I can kind of come in here at the same time as I'm doing it. Make sure there's nothing in view that shouldn't be in view as well. So basically I'm writing Facebook posts as if I am writing emails a lot of the time, kind of, anyway. I might make emails a little bit more story based, or at least mix them up a little bit, okay? But so I'm actually going to go to I'm going to go to Facebook, and I'm going to go to let me see. Going to go to the post from yesterday, from last night. Okay, actually, yeah, I'm going to look. I'm between. I don't know, guys, if you've seen if you've seen this. I'm very proud of this, so I'm going to share it with you here. We had there on Saturday. If you can see here, this is Julio. He's one of our clients in the $100 million Builders Club, and I was having a chat with him about retention. And he's been with us 2 weeks, and he said to me on the call that he's after adding an extra 10 to 20k monthly revenue since he joined our program. That is 10x or 20x his yearly investment in 1 month. Potentially is what he's going to make out of working with us. So really, really, really proud and excited about this, because it's our first testimonial, and yeah, it just shows that this stuff works. And what he was saying as well is it's accountability, you know. It's doing these things, it's putting it out there, saying you're going to do it. It's also working together, you know, because it can be a very lonely job working as a as an entrepreneur. You can't really talk to your staff. You can say a certain amount to your spouse and your family, but some of them may not understand. So the nice thing about our Builders Club is that it's a community that you can talk to and share your thoughts and ideas. But anyway, let's get back to it. So I was considering sending this to the list, but to be honest, I think it's more important because, again, as I say, it's about balance between what they want and what they'll want and what I want to give them. Okay, so the viral post from yesterday, is a good one to share, because I think they'll get a lot of value out of it. And so I am going to share that content with them. So where are we? Here we go. And that's the one from the other day. This is the one. From 24 hours of Alex Hormozi interviews, I found the top 5 questions he asks every business before he gives advice. Okay, there's so 3.1 3,100 views so far, 52 comments and 48 likes, which isn't bad, which is great, really, to be honest. So I'm going to just take the heading as it is. You know, some people say to make shorter headings for emails. You know what, I think, listen, if you're giving quality, it doesn't matter if you're in your emails or any of your content. It doesn't matter if they're long, short, or whatever. Well, Facebook is a little different. We'll talk about that another time. But particularly in your emails, because I don't know about you, but these days when I'm reading my emails, I actually scan for the names first, not the actual subject lines. So if the name is someone that provides value to me, then I will open it. And if they don't provide value, I just don't open it. So anyway, I'm going to talk about this in a sec as well, but let's go back to Bravo. Subject line. Oops. Do you know what? I'm going to leave it like that. I don't know if that color will come across. Maybe I better not. I did notice, actually, guys, that the emoji at the start in emails seems to have good engagement. Also, for the pretext, a little trick is sometimes to leave them blank, but put in one space, okay? So it comes out as a space. Anything that makes you different, basically, is help. But quality is the most important thing. Okay, so this was the rule of 100 from yesterday. Let me see. First, I'm just going to copy the whole thing and drop it into the email. Then I'm going to edit it a little bit. The other thing, guys, don't be afraid to post the same stuff in different places. And the third thing to note as well is, your email list and your school community, if you have one, are your most important places for communication. And the other thing to note, guys, is don't be afraid to, one, provide value, but two, don't care if people unsubscribes. And unsubscription is a good thing because it allows you to concentrate on the ones that stay, the ones that read. So as I say, with the rule of 100, I don't consider posting a rule of 100 because it's you're at the detriment of the algorithm, and the algorithm can decide you succeed or not. And I like to keep the rule of 100 to be something controllable. So things like 100 posts, 100 DMs, reach outs, contact 100 people on your list, $100 on Facebook, on ads, you name it, you can decide, and just keep that action going on a daily basis. Or it can be a mixture of things. The important thing is just to keep it going, whatever you're planning to do. So where are we here? We've done make decisions from revenue, profit. I'm going to read this out in a sec. The other thing, guys, if you see what I'm doing here as well, I'm live showing you my content and showing you my process, and at the same time contacting people. So it's a self-fulfilling circle. Okay, so let me see. I'm not sure if I got this in. Let me just put that in and let me copy it. Okay, so I'm actually going to read this out. Okay, take out the number. So, hey, first name, I analyzed 25 hours of Alex Hormozi's interviews and realized he's not giving advice. He's running every founder through the same 5 diagnostic questions to find real constraints in their business. Once you see them, you'll start to hear them everywhere, in his podcasts, downloads, and private consults. These aren't motivational questions, they're surgical. That's one thing I love about Alex, is he's just so analytical. Here's what he's really asking and why. What's the real constraint limit in your growth, sales, leads, delivery, or profit? Okay, and they all break out into more questions. And actually, as I say, you'll see that in a second because the call to action is it. So if you want more detailed questions, comment below. What did I say the comment was? Questions. I will send it to you. Also connect with me. That'll be good because Facebook is limiting my amount of connections because I'm so active at the moment. What's the real constraint limiting your growth? Lead, sales, delivery, or profit? Every business has a bottleneck. Hormozi started by isolating which part of the machine is broken. Because until you fix the right constraint, every other move is wasted effort. What problem are you actually solving? Founders often chase symptoms, not causes. This question forces brutal clarity. Are you solving the right problem, or just the one that feels comfortable? What stops you from doing 10x more of what you're already working? Instead of chasing new ideas, Hormozi pushes founders to multiply success. If something's working, traffic, offer, partner, why aren't you doubling down? Are you making decisions from revenue or from gross profit? A business that scales from top line numbers eventually breaks. This question exposes whether your economics can sustain real growth or if you're scaling a lie. What structural problems are you willing to live with? Every business model has trade-offs. Hormozi's question reframes problems as the cost of the upside, forcing founders to choose their pain consistently. Want a detailed list of questions? Like this post, drop a comment or DM questions. That way I can find you through the spam and send you directly. Obviously, I'm going to change that call to action in a minute, but let's have a look. A couple of things. I'm going to highlight. Going to make the questions bold because I think people like to be able to scan emails. Now this. Typically I mix up my emails. It's important to mix them up too, between story-based emails and emails, informational content like this. So here we go. So how many have we got? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, there we have it. So, want a detailed list of questions? Like this post, drop a comment, DM me. Email me the word questions and I'll send it over directly. Okay, and let's build. Jerry J. O'Brien, founder, $100 million Builders Club. PS. What's the PS we're going to do, guys? It's always good to have a PS, particularly for people that scan. So I'm just going to go with the CTA again. Email me the word questions. Okay, so that looks good. Quit and send. I'm going to change this. Schedule for later. I am going to go for later today at 1:30. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So that's scheduled. Okay. So look, typically I would consider that my rule of 100, but because yesterday we only got 40 opens, so let's base it on 40 opens. Okay, so that means we had 8, and now we have now we have another 40. Okay, so what else can we get up to? Let's go onto Facebook and have a look. So just to talk down through some of this stuff. Okay, so there's been a lot of contacts in relation to Hormozy Light that I've been working on. There's been some technical issues with it, so I'm still working on it. It's really exciting. It's going to be really cool when we have it, but I'm still trying to work out some technical issues that I'm having with it. So bear with me on that, and we'll get it in place soon. So what else? What else do we get up to? This is kind of weird. Looking at myself. So let me go into my school group. So these days we have 2 school groups. We have $100 million money models AI mastery, and we have the Builders Club. So we have a message in here. Let's see. It's not from one of these groups. So let me see. If I was to send out a message here, okay. So 9 hours. So the one issue, well, the issue for me, but it's probably a good thing with school, is that you're only allowed to send them an email. You're only allowed to send an email to your list once every 3 days, which is good in one instance, in fairness, but I prefer to be able to send people a message every day, as long as you're providing value. Yeah. So 8 hours, in 8 hours time, I'll be able to send a message to them. So I'll probably just send the same one again. Don't be afraid of sharing sharing the same information over and over again, particularly if people find value in it. Okay. So what else? I need to get 52 contacts. I have a lot of people from last night. There's been a lot of people reaching out to me in relation to the questions. I don't want to go one by one through them now. Let me see. Maybe I'll close off for today. I think we've done good enough. Let me see. Well, I'm going to be sending out this email later. So in my school community, so that's going to get me up to there's 250 people on my school community. So that will get me up to the 100. So if I prepare the email for that, I can't post it because if I post it, it won't go out. But I can put it into a Google Doc and then it'll be ready to go. How are we doing for time? We've done 40 minutes. This has been This is the most I've ever been live, particularly on my own. I don't think I've ever been live on my own like this before. But it's kind of cool. School email, school message. 21st of October. Yeah, a lot of people can be worried about sending too many messages to people and stuff. But as long as you're sending quality and as long as you're providing value and you're coming from the right place, then I don't have a problem with it, particularly with this rule of 100, because I'm setting myself up here as an example for others to follow. And if someone isn't interested in the rule of 100, then they can unfollow the group and they can unfollow me, because now that's what it's all about. It's all about the rule of 100. It's about offers, it's about leads, and it's about money models. So I am ready with this. Let me see. School message for the 21 of October. As I say, I can't send it for another 7 hours, but I can put the headline in there. Okay, so let's just show it to you. There it is, school message October. I'm going to post that later on today. That'll mean, look, if we say 40 people from 100 saw my message on my email, that's about 30%. And this is to 250. If we say 30% again, that's about 90 people. Hey Roy, how's it going? Just to tell you, I'm here live. I'm living the dream. I'm here live doing the rule of 100 and engaging out and answering any questions. So if you have any questions, let me know. We're coming to the end, whereby I have contacted, or I have set in place contacts for today of, what was it again, guys? 48, and now I'm getting it up to 100. So later on today, I'm sending out a message on the school group, an email on the school group, which will go out to about 90 people. So that is my 100, and that is over 100 people for today. Now, that isn't to mean I'm going to be doing a lot more work later on today. I think from the post from yesterday, I have about 40-50 people that are looking for the detailed questions. And I am going to be sending that out to them and engaging with those people. So the plan, just so that you know, and if any of you guys are there, so I'm going to share the questions with them, but I'm also offering that I can run them through the questions. So this is in relation to Alex Hermosi's analytical process for evaluating businesses. So I am going to offer for people to do it for them. Okay, so that's the first upsell on this. Okay, so just to sum up, just get your rule of 100 in place, guys. As I mentioned, it is it's what's going to make or break your business. Make sure every day you do 100 actions towards your goal, and these actions can compound over time. Okay, so with that in mind, have a good one. Let me know if you have any questions for tomorrow, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.